I left Flurley.
Goodbye, Flurley.
And once again I sailed through the beautiful Lusefjord. Spent the night at a wonderful anchorage.
And we are laying here, nice and peacefully.
And carried on next day to reach Stavanger.
Good morning from Stavanger. We have some showers here in the morning, rain, and then sun is shining for the moment. I had friend come in with this to me. This is the silicone grease from my shaft, which I just put in the stuffing box and hope that the whistling sound will stop and hope that everything is good. I'm getting ready to leave. There is a very narrow window to start sailing south. I'm not going back to Denmark, but sailing south the coast of the west coast of Norway. The first leg will be like 15 miles. Probably we're gonna have the wind almost against us, but I have to take this weather window right now and go to a place called Stavanger, 15 miles from here on the west coast, and it will be easier early tomorrow to leave from there another 7+ hours to Egersund, which I came in when I came to Norway. The weather forecast is not that good. The winds are, I might not be able to sail. I'm going with the engine against the waves. But if I don't do that now, I will be trapped here for a week, even more. So let's go and see how it's gonna turn out. Oh boy, the rain is here and lots of wind suddenly, just suddenly. Woo! It's going that way. We got a little of it. Woo! Yeah, like I said, I have a very short weather window. That's why I decided to go out now. It's gonna be rain, it's gonna be wind, waves, and probably against me. I have 15 nautical miles to go to Stavanger, and then from there another 7 something plus, maybe more, to Egersund, which is gonna be also again probably against wind and waves. We'll see. But if I don't do that, then I'm gonna be stuck here for a week, even more. So what I'm doing, I just left Stavanger town here, and I'm going northwest. Just gonna go around the corner here and then down and down and down to Stavanger. Tomorrow, leave from there and sail around the coast and down to inside Egersund again, once again, and then from there it will be easier to go down the south coast of Norway, hopefully, and climb up. Hopefully can come up here and then cross over to Denmark. And now we have sunshine again. I think I got rain 3 times. Sailing for 1 hour, motoring, and I got rain 3 times, and windy conditions a couple of times. Now it's sunshine. It will be a very, very exciting day. I'm just rounding up the corner now. Here. After an hour and 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn south, and I don't know if I will be able to put up the sails. Time will show. So I began to feel the waves now. We are getting more open water out here. So far so good. Raining and blowing now. All right, now I can have the mainsail up, still with the engine, because we have the wind right in front of us, a little from the starboard side, and some waves. Sometimes it's worse. Right now it's sunshine. I just play with the idea if I should go all the way to Egersund, which is 10-11 hours in all. I've been sailing for almost 2 hours now, and I have actually in 1.5 hours I should reach Stavanger, but I'm looking on the weather forecast and it looks like why not take it all the way to Egersund, and then tomorrow I can carry on from there. So I'm saving 1 day. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Plans changing all the time, yeah? And we are sailing. Engine is off. I don't know for how long, but with that angle we have now, we can go 4.5 knots. I need a little more speed though, because now I decided to take the long leg all the way to Egersund. So I will probably run the engine on low RPMs, so to give an extra knot, because I really need to get into Egersund before it gets dark. And not that it's a big problem, because I know the place now, but I would rather come in good time, as good time as possible. So now we're going to 4 knots. So I think I will put on the engine, run the engine on low RPMs. Just 1500 RPM, which is very low, and I'm going 5.8. So that's perfect. I can deal with that. It's going really good. Okay, we get some waves, but Step C is doing very good. We're going with low RPMs on the engine, and then both sails up, 1 reef on the main, and a little less than the half roll out on the head sail. We don't have any waves here now because we're in the lee of the Rot Island. I just passed Stavanger, whatever it's called, the place I was planning to go, and I'm carrying on very good speed, around 6 knots, pretty much constantly. So I was planning to reach there 10 o'clock tonight, but the way we're going, if we carry on like this, we're gonna be in earlier, which is great. So let's see. Time for some lunch. I'm going through some rough seas now, trying to round another corner. It's a very special place, dangerous place. You don't want to be here when it's bad weather. The weather is not that bad now, but it's I think I have something like a 18 knots of wind, maybe 17, 16, 18, something like this. That's what the weather forecast says. And I'm going with the engine, and we're slowing down because the waves are pushing us. And I'm trying to round up at the lighthouse over there. Yeah, the seas are getting a little more wild out here. We are going exactly on the wind now here, and I have to go like this for at least an hour or so before I will turn more down south, so I can catch the wind in my sails. But right now it's quite uncomfortable. many hailstones! Woohoo! We just had the wildest ride. There was some rain and then hailstones and more wind. Just before that, I have noticed that the lashing I had on my anchor, it went off because the anchor was banging in the water, in the seas, and I was scared it was gonna break something, so I had to go out there and lash it down again. Now it's not so bad now. Now we are getting the wind almost on the beam, almost. And we slowly begin to change our course a little more to the ports, more south. So we're gonna be getting more wind on the beam and hopefully not big seas. That was a wild ride for a while. The seas are getting big, they have been big, they are changing. The whole situation keeps changing all the time. But all is good. Alright, I have changed my course. We are rounding this cave here and we are going more southeast now. So we're getting better angle on the wind. And the waves are crazy here. I turn off the engine and we are doing something like 5.5 knots, 6 knots. So that's good for the moment. And like I said, the situation is changing constantly. So yeah, but apart from that, everything is okay. I'm comfortable on board. Seven and a half hours, variable speeds, variable weather conditions, rain. I would even get sun, just a lot of light sometimes, but rain, even hailstones, lots of waves and swells, and the trip has been at times very uncomfortable. 7.5 hours, we cover 39 nautical miles, and now I can see there is something approaching. Bad weather, lots of rain in our way. That's the front of this coming our way. I was hoping it was gonna go behind us, but it's coming. So we are approaching the entrance to Egersund, the fjord, somewhere up there. We have something like 2.5 hours before we reach our destination, but we should be in about a couple of hours. We should be entering Egersund, the passage. But I'm looking forward to reach the destination and dock the boats and have some dinner and relax. We got a little rain, but we avoided the worst. Look up there. We didn't get that. Thank God. We just got the edge of that front. Well, now we are sailing almost with the wind, but not much wind. I have the sail up. I put that sail in the middle because I don't have a preventer, and I want to avoid any accidental jibe. So we are going 2,000 RPMs with the engine now, around 5-6 knots speed. We're approaching the entrance, but we still have some good distance out there. I think we have something like 5 nautical miles before we make into the entrance. And now there's some more light came up, and we have some high seas sometimes, and riding still. Approaching the entrance to the passage. I took down the sails. There was very little wind and it was coming from behind us now, so the sails, they were just flapping. So we're really swinging violently now. I can almost not stand in the boat. So here we are. We're going in the passage there. I don't know if you can see the beautiful landscape out there. Really beautiful. Lots of cliffs. It's always scary to approach a rocky coast. Let's see the enormous swells crashing onto the rocks. I can see them from here. Wow. I think when we get more near, I will show you. So yeah, it looks scary, but I can almost see the passage where I'm going in, according to our chart plotter here. I'm looking forward to get into the passage and get peace. This trip has been quite uncomfortable, and in about I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so, I should be entering the passage out there. This is nerve-wracking. I'm approaching the entrance and I can see the waves crashing on the rocks, and I see the entrance. I just want to be very sure. It's kind of nerve-wracking. Where you don't want your engine to fail. Yes, I'm in. I was nerve-wracking. The seas are getting quieter now as I'm going further in the straits. And I think in this strait, because it's Egersund in English, is actually strait.
To reach our destination, we must sail, sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it. The sense of accomplishment fills your heart as you enter safe waters.
See, there's another boat there, but if you dock the boat, okay, there should be another space. So we made it. peaceful anchorage. It's an anchorage, you can also anchor in the middle. Here's Tipsy. There's another boat here, a German boat. Just talked to them. So there I was laying last week. But there was space enough for me here. Well, that was a really challenging trip. Really uncomfortable most of the time. It took about 10 hours. It's amazing to come in here. It's so peaceful out there. It was crazy. So I can see there are some grass and plants in the bottom, but there is water enough. So now it's time to change clothes and make some dinner. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching once again. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment. There are more videos coming from this trip in Norway, so stay tuned. Bye for now.
I leave Egersund and head out to the open sea.
And we are coming out from the strait and into the open sea.
Enjoying a beautiful sailing along the Norwegian south coast. Before I reach my new destination.
So I'm almost here, right over there. Have you been waiting for me?
Beautiful place here.